In many ways, in the same way that people were telling me, hey, you can't go play Patrick Bateman, it's career suicide. And I was like, bring it on. I definitely want to do that. Other people also said, hey, you know, if you play Batman, that's it. You're never going to play anything else again. You will always be Batman. And I went, bring it on. Let's see if that happens. Because I just always felt like, look, if I don't have the skill to be able to rise above that, then I don't deserve to either.
What a room full of talented and inspirational people, and what the hell am I doing here in the midst of you? David O. Russell, thank you so much, mate, for making the work that all of us actors did actually mean something. The just incredible work of every actor. Melissa, Amy, Jack, Mark, Dickie and Vicky, where's my quacker? Is he up there? Dickie's out there somewhere, mate. Hey, mate, you're the best. He's had a wonderful story, and I can't wait to see the next chapter. If you want to be a champ, if you want to go train with him, go meet with him. DickHeckland.com, go do it. Check him out, okay? All right, he deserves it. And of course, mostly my wonderful wife. I didn't think I was like this. I thought I was, my wonderful wife, who's my mast through the storms of life. I hope I'm likewise to you, darling. And our little girl, who's taught me so much more than I'll ever be able to teach her. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I've certainly seen the Joker. And absolutely, I knew that Heath was doing something incredibly special, yeah.
Yeah, I know I did see the Heath Ledger film. I just didn't see it.
I remember somebody threatening me on the street because some people did object to the film getting made and all that. And I remember people saying that they were going to do me harm and stuff like that, you know. And I would actually go like, I remember somebody warned me, must have been a friend of mine who was crazy early on the internet. And they warned me, they called me up and they went, there's some person and they know where you walk every single day and you go down this back alley and they say that they're going to jump on you and they're going to rip your cerebral cortex out of your head. So please don't go down that alley. So of course I was like, I'm going to that alley. I want to see what happens, and unfortunately nothing. I kept walking up and down it going, where are they? Come on, what's but nothing ever happened.
You know, the thing that would happen between me and Tom, who's superb, by the way, what an actor. We were so far apart, and I couldn't hear what he was saying because there was so much noise, and he couldn't hear what I was saying because there was so much noise. And we were like, every time Chris Nolan, the director, was going, guys, you're not answering each other. We're like, well, we can't hear anything. So Tom and I would say my line, and then I would go like, with my finger, and he'd know, I'm done, your turn. And then he would do his bit, and then he'd go like that, but a bit more, you know, discreet than that. Hopefully no one notices it in the feature film, but that was how we communicated.
Now I feel like I have to watch it all over again and look for the little hand signal.
And this was something that we've been talking about since like 2012 that he had been putting together. He is prolific beyond belief in terms of his writing. He went and did different things, but just the period of it, the gothic sort of crime nature of it, the sort of fun origin story of Edgar Allan Poe and what might have made him into such a master of the macabre and why he was so comfortable and enjoyed that way of thinking and trying to think about, okay, well, what let's create a character that could have inspired all of that and that also keeps in the vein of an Edgar Allan Poe story itself as well.
You know, there are times when you have to shout action, right? Because there's a bunch of different things that have to happen. And people need to get some signal that the camera started rolling and you might be out of earshot and you need to know, all right, start. But we spoke and went, you know, I hear action, I feel like I've got to do something, you know? It feels like you better act, you better do something really spectacular and entertain. Instead of just, you know, if you're in this state of just existing as the character, then just let us know that the cameras are rolling, you know, and we'll get started. You know, as we feel it, and it makes such a bloody difference. It really does.
When I was a kid, I was used to like creeping downstairs before everyone else was up, and they would always be showing Ben-Hur.
Oh, really? That's the.
And I used to love watching Ben-Hur, which is a long film for a kid to sit and watch. But I used to really love doing that. We don't really have that in my house now, but we do have 2 Christmases because my wife is Serbian American, so we also do January Christmas as well. You know, because they're on the other calendar. Well, I just like setting fire to the pudding. That's my favourite bit.
That's your job at Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember people saying that they were going to do me harm and stuff like that, you know. Somebody warned me, it must have been a friend of mine who was crazy early on the internet, and they warned me, they called me up and they went, there's some person and they know where you walk every single day, and you go down this back alley and they say that they're going to jump on you and they're going to rip your cerebral cortex out of your head. So please don't go down that alley. So of course I was like, I'm going to that alley. I want to see what happens. And nothing. I kept walking down and going, where are they? Come on. What's but nothing ever happened.
How long did the character stay in your head?
Only one man could have made this film, and only one man can bring it to you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen,